Whether you're buying or selling your home, get the benefit of expertise.
Hey, well, compliments to the show. You're really hitting on the subjects and you're telling the truth. I appreciate you.
Meet the team at dangemus.com. And now, filling in for Dan Gemus, your host, Joyce Blackmere.
Welcome back to the show. Thanks so much for tuning in today. With me in studio is Kathy Talbot. Hi, Kathy.
Hello again.
Hello. We have Ron Bondy on the line from the Super Mortgage team here to give us some tips about how to prepare, be well prepared for the spring market. How's it going, Ron?
Hey, I'm going fantastic. How about yourselves?
Awesome. Well, thanks as always for joining us today. So you want to talk about some tips to get prepared for the busier spring market that's headed at us quite fast.
Correct. Yeah, it's almost here. It's knocking on our doorstep.
Yes, thankfully.
Just like the people that want to see your house to buy it.
Yes. So.
Yes.
So what, from your perspective, what are we looking at? We always advise our clients to speak with a mortgage professional first so that they can know what their affordability is, whether they're buying or selling, right? How much do they need to sell to make a move? And if they're buying, how much can they afford to pay, based on the interest rate? So what's your suggestions? What kind of guidance are you giving?
Yeah, so I'm going to speak about two different buckets. So the one bucket being if you're selling and buying a house, how to proceed. And then the next bucket will be if you're a first-time home buyer, what steps you should be taking. So we'll start with the first-time home buyers. So the first-time home buyers, if you haven't done it already, go open up a first-time home buyer's savings account. What that does is it allows you can put $8,000 a year. So even if you're buying in the spring, open it up right now and throw that $8,000 in. You can write that $8,000 off of your income come income tax time. And then when you pull it out, you don't have to pay income tax on it. So the government doesn't give us much for free. So take advantage of this right away. And then, so the next thing is, if you have RSP contribution, you can put your money into an RSP. But a little warning there, it has to be in there for 90 days. So if you went and opened one up tomorrow, you would have to wait 90 days tomorrow before you pull it out to use for the first-time home buyer's incentive. Now, if you have up to $35,000 in your RSP, you can pull that out to use it. And with the RSP, you have to pay that back within 15 years. So you basically take out what you calculate what you taken out divided by 15, and that's how much you have to put back into an RSP every year. Another thing is make sure you have your down payment. Make sure it's been in your account for 90 days. Make sure there's no big deposits in that money that you're going to be using for the down payment, or at least know that you can find the paperwork on where those big deposits came from. For example, if a parent gives you $10,000, then they'll just need to sign a gift letter saying that they gave you $10,000. Don't try to pass it off as it's your own funds. Another thing is, like you had mentioned, Joyce, go get a pre-approval right now. Pre-approvals are good for 90 to 120 days. Don't wait until you found the house that you want and now you're rushing to go get a pre-approval. Get it now. Be prepared. Don't waste your time. Don't waste the realtor's time. Know what you can afford and only look at those houses.
Yeah, those are great tips. So, Ron, just for the listener's sake, let's say that somebody comes and gets pre-approved at a certain interest rate with you now. Now, what happens if those rates come down? What happens to their approval?
You always get the lower rate. So if we lock you into, let's just say, for example, a 6% rate and they go down to 4 before 2 weeks before your house closes, then you get the better rate. And then if you get pre-approved now and if the rates go down significantly, which they won't go down significantly, they will go down a little bit, which will reality only add, like a few $1,000s of buying power. We're not talking tens of thousands. So, but you can always call us back up, and we will rerun the new numbers at the new rate all the time, just so that you're working with the best numbers possible, as well as your property taxes. Your property taxes really affect your affordability. So if you're looking at a house, an older house that has property taxes of $2,500, or if you're looking at a house that has property taxes of $6,000, that really affects your affordability. So you always want to be in contact with your mortgage professional. You want to be in contact with somebody that answers the phone.
Yeah, no, exactly. So would you, sometimes what we do is we'll send an MLS feature sheet to you to have a look at, or maybe even a copy of an offer to sort of run the numbers. Is that a good step to take, Ron?
Always.
Yeah.
Always. You don't want to find out at the end once you put your offer in. Send your mortgage person the MLS, or shoot them a text and just say, here's the numbers that I'm looking at. And then it would take me 2 minutes to rerun those numbers once we finished the pre-approval. And it's just a quick text, maximum we're on the phone 2-3 minutes, and you can put an offer in with confidence.
Yeah, and so much less stress involved when buyers and sellers both know what they're looking at. I mean, we have clients, on the team now that they want to buy other houses, but they have homes to sell, and it's the chicken and the egg. What is going to be the best step? Do we sell first? Do we buy first? So it's always good to have, at the end of the day, just to have a team of people that are there to advise you, not just a realtor, but also a lender, also a lawyer. Have that group of people together that can make sure that you're making good decisions, so that when you do, they're not rash decisions.
Yeah, and make sure they work together, and give permission to your mortgage person to talk to your realtor. That makes things way easier.
Yes, good point.
Just little steps that when everybody works together, we all win. So that's a good point you brought up. Yeah, and then so if you are selling a house, you really want to meet with the real estate agent to get approximate. So, a real estate agent will give you like a range. Okay, well, this house, I believe, will sell between $350 to $380. So that way, when you go see your mortgage person for a pre-approval, they have something to work with, and they should run the numbers at the lower value just to make sure you're safe. And then if you do have a agreement where you got more, well, then you can always change your down payment at the end, put more down if you'd like, or you might want to keep that money for house improvements on your new house. And then there's always,
sorry.
Go. And then there's always a bridge loan. So make sure you talk to your mortgage guy about the bridge loans as well. If the closing of the two houses doesn't line up, that way you can get a bridge loan to make up that difference in time.
Yeah, that's a great point too, right? Just to always have those options and a plan B, because that alleviates tons and tons of stress as well. Ron, what are you projecting for this? We have a mortgage rate announcement coming up in a week or 2 weeks. What are you thinking that we're going to see? Do you think we'll see a reduction now, or do you think that'll be later?
No, absolutely not. I believe it will be still a pause, and then we're predicting about June. The December numbers went up, but the January numbers have shown a drop in the inflation, which is good. So we're very confident that it's going to be a pause.
Okay, so it won't come down for a bit, you're thinking?
Yeah, we're predicting June would be when.
June. Sorry, I didn't hear that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
June when you're going to see the first rate cut. That's what we're assuming right now.
Yeah. I mean, we've talked about this on the air a few times, but, we're all in sort of, as agents, we're concerned because we've seen the number of people sort of waiting on the sidelines, uncertain of what's going to happen. The market's evolving, changing all the time, but waiting for that price to drop. And my fear, along with everybody else's, is that as soon as they start to come down, that market's going to be saturated again. Yeah. And I mean, that's good in some ways, but it's bad in some ways as well. So really factor that in when you're making decisions, because just because the rates are lower, you're now in competition with lots of buyers again. And if you're buying and selling, I mean, it could be great on the sales side, but remember, you've got to buy as well. So you'll be in both pairs of shoes, wearing both hats.
Exactly.
Wearing both hats. Yeah.
100%.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome, Ron. Well, we appreciate
planning
you.
Planning in advance causes less stress, no rash decisions, top dollar for your house, minimizes surprises and quicker approvals. So get out there, get pre-approved.
Yes, 100%, 100%. Ron, if people want to reach out to you, how do they do that?
They can call me on my cell phone, 519-791-2961. They can check out my website at Bondy at dlc.ca, or they can get in touch with one of your lovely agents.
Awesome. Well, Ron, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for sharing all your advice and knowledge every time you're on the show, which is, it's like every week, isn't it? Every other week?
Every other
week. It's amazing.
Yeah,
we appreciate you.
Perfect. Thanks for having me, guys.
Awesome. Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Thanks. That was Ron Bondy from the Super Mortgage team at Dominion Lending, and we're really lucky he is in our office, so we have an opportunity to really bounce things off him, and our clients have the benefit and support from him as well. So it's a win all the way around.
It's a huge win, and he is always on top of things. Like, I can call him at 8:00 at night and he'll get back to me. He's helped clients like the same day I've sent him their numbers. They're very impressed. He's a great guy.
He's amazing. Awesome. Okay. Well, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're giving away a $50 gift card to the Richmond Popcorn Company. So this is your last call to text your first and last name to 10800 with the keyword snack. SNACK, snack. We will do that draw as soon as we come back. And then how about we tackle a listener question or comment as well? Lots more to come here on the Dan Gemus Real Estate Show.